All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. So, I got something a little different for you guys today. This is something I've been meaning to discuss for quite some time because I get a lot of comments regarding this situation, and I've always addressed them in the comments, but I've never actually made a video explaining the whole situation. As you guys can see, I'm making this video, I'm talking to you guys, and I'm walking around in an endless circle. This is something you see in a lot of my videos. It's not every video. I do have plenty of videos where I'm just sitting down and discussing with you guys. But with a lot of my reactions and recaps, you see me kind of discussing this with you while walking in an endless circle. And I get a lot of comments regarding the situation in which they ask me, yo, why are you always walking around in a circle? Like, you seem to be doing that a lot. Like, you're consistently walking around in the same circle. I get a lot of jokes in the comments, I love them. All the jokes or references related to me walking around in a circle, I love all these comments. But I get so many of them, and I just got a bunch of them recently because they're just asking me like, yeah, I love what you're doing. You know, I agree with your take and stuff like that, but why are you walking around in a circle? Like, what you doing? So I feel the need to have to explain my reasoning, or just my whole reason as to why I walk around in a circle. So, a bit of a story time. Let's get into it. So, the biggest reason I walk around in a circle in my videos really has to do with the habit that I've picked up on years ago. This goes back to 2014, 2015. I've been doing this for quite some time in terms of just walking around while talking. This is something that first started out when I was not even sports, but just started out when I was always discussing something I would have to do. Because back in the day, when I had homework to do and stuff like that, and I was being lazy, one way that helped me, or at least tried to motivate me to get up and do my work, was I would actually physically get up. I would start discussing the work or the answers that I need to put on the paper, especially if I'm writing an essay. Like, if I'm writing an essay and my mind's not clear, I would get up, I would walk around, and I would start discussing the topic and talk about what specific points I need to focus on in order to get the job done. Like, if I'm writing an essay, all right, this is what I need for the introduction. This is what I need for the whole body. These are the points I need to hit in my paper. I'd be doing that, and at the same time, I'd be walking around. For some reason, while I'm doing this and just walking around, it gets my mind focused, it gets me calm, and it gets me motivated at the same time. You know, it's very difficult to do something when you're sitting down. When you say, I'll do it later, which I love to do, I love to say that all the time. I'll do something later. But if you're trying to say, I'm gonna do this now, or I'll do it in 5 minutes, and you're sitting down, 5 minutes can turn into an hour real quick. So one thing that I've tried to do to help counter that is to get up. Get up, get my body moving, walk around, get myself motivated, and just kind of tackle it head on. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to say. This is what I need to write. This is what I need to get done. And then I'll just go and do it. This same mindset kind of transferred over to how I viewed sports. Because early on as a kid, yeah, I was excited when some crazy play happened. I'd run around. But for the most part, I wouldn't do that with every single play the way I do now. Early on as a kid, I'd be sitting down watching the game. Interception happens, I'd be deflated. I'd just be sitting down deflated. Interception, oh man. Touchdown, yeah! Or something like that, you know how it is. But as I grew older, I started wanting to analyze and discuss the game more. So I would want to do that, but at the same time, I bring emotion to my takes. So doing that sitting down kind of became difficult, especially when you're around other people. So it'd be easier for me to just get up and discuss what I want to talk about. When I would see a pick, I'd be sitting there what was he seeing? What was he doing? Why didn't he see this guy? I would have to get up and start talking about it. So I'd start walking around while discussing this. So these early stages before I was even making videos, whenever I would see a play or discuss how this team's gonna do that or how this is gonna do that, I would be doing this. You know, I really do wonder, why didn't I start making videos back in high school? Because I remember being in class, my senior year, and what was it? It was 2016. It was 2016. Yeah, it was, no, it's not 2016. It was 2016, but that wasn't my senior year. I just remember being in class And I remember the playoffs that was happening that year, Giants versus Packers. And I remember being in class and having a notebook and just breaking down or trying to break down the keys to the game as to who I would believe would win this game. Because we were having debates about it in class. And I knew I was going to talk about it with my friend next period. And I found myself kind of having trouble with doing that because it was difficult. First of all, it was so difficult to do that in class. And secondly, I just couldn't really get the motivation with the area I was in. It wasn't really until I just got up, went to the bathroom, and kind of started discussing it with myself in the hallway like an insane person that I finally kind of got my thoughts together. So this is, again, the early stages of what kind of caused this. And it's just something I've been doing ever since. So anytime I would watch like a game when I'm going to break it down, or just slowly, just look at an exciting play or like interception, touchdown, anything like that, I would get excited. Like, I would see the touchdown. All right, man, we're only down by 14. We got to get up and do something. That's where it kind of started. And it started to slowly happen, especially during the worst period of Ravens football. Oh, my God. 2015 to 2017. Let's just say I was walking around a lot in just pure frustration because our offense was garbage. And the injuries killed us in 2015. The offense was atrocious in 2016. The offense was inconsistent in 2017. So I was doing a lot of walking and talking. And that's just something that I've slowly built up. So flash forward to me now making videos. Here I am, first starting out. And if you watch my earlier content, you would see I wasn't always walking around. In fact, I rarely walked around then. It was always just me setting up my camera in front of my TV, and like when a reaction would happen, you would see me just run around this room crazy. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. It's a touchdown. This is crazy. But like as the season went on, I slowly started to pick up my camera because now I wanted to directly talk with you guys. If I'm going to be cheering and going excited and running around, I want to be able to like directly talk to you guys. I want it to feel like we're directly talking to each other and I'm just like saying these things. Like, yo, bro, did you see that? That was crazy. And it kind of gets hard to do that when you're sitting down. Like the excitement isn't really there, I find it personally. Because like, let's take a look at the Hail Mary catch by DeAndre Hopkins, that Cardinals and Bills game. If I was to come here and give my reaction, and I was like this, yo, man, that was crazy. Did you see that pick? I'm not that pick. Did you see that touchdown catch by DeAndre Hopkins? Would you really feel the energy? Or as a Cardinal fan, would you feel the energy if I'm like, yo, bruh, did you see D-Hop? D-Hop caught that. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. The energy is different. And that's a big part of what I kind of put into my videos. And that's what I've slowly integrated as I've gotten more comfortable talking on camera. Early on, I wasn't able to do that. But over time, that habit that I was doing off camera, as I started making videos, I brought that on camera. So it's now become a habit that I just do when I'm making my videos. Originally, it was just about doing that with my reactions, but now it's just kind of gone into everything. Like a discussion, I can walk around. A trade happens, I can walk around. It's just fun to just walk and talk with you guys. So it's just something I kind of do right now. Now, I will say this though. I do get comments occasionally that says, man, I'm getting a little dizzy with you walking around in circles. And I'm sure people watching this video right now is definitely going to get dizzy. And I apologize for that. I don't mean for you guys to get dizzy while watching my videos. I do apologize for that. But at the same time, this is kind of just a habit I've gotten used to. Plus, it's kind of something that just makes my videos unique. Just think about that. You're not going to get this anywhere else. How many videos out there are going to be doing this with every single reaction, like giving you the hype while also breaking down the game and discussing it? You don't get this with other guys. Most people, they're going to be sitting down and discussing, and of course, that's great. I love those type of videos. I watch those type of videos. But that's just not how I enjoy the game, which is why it's very difficult for me to see myself actually doing a live stream consistently, or like a 3-hour live stream consistently of the games, because I'm not always sitting down to watch the game. Whenever I want to start breaking things down, I start getting up. So it's weird for me to just like sit in front of a camera for 3 hours and live stream that. Now, I've done that before. If you've seen on the channel, I've actually like live streamed the NFC and AFC championship games in like 2018. And I believe I also live streamed the Super Bowl. But like, yeah, it was very difficult to sit there for 3 hours. It was kind of tough. That's not what I'm used to. And I prefer to just move around. Now, if I can move around for 3 hours, I'll move around for 3 hours. I ain't got a problem with that. But it's definitely, something that gets difficult for me to do. Because whenever I want to make a point, I'd rather just get up and start moving while making that point. It kind of keeps me focused, it keeps me energized, it keeps me motivated. And it makes me a lot more interesting, or at least a lot more interested in talking about the subject I'm talking about. So yeah, that's kind of the story. It's just a habit that I was doing long before I actually started making videos. And I kind of slowly integrated this into my videos. And now it's just kind of the thing we can all enjoy. I mean, look at it. I don't know how many times I've walked around this room. I'm sure people are going to look at this and say, hey, let's take a count. He's probably walked around this room like 45, 50 times. I don't know. But all I'll say is this. Whenever I'm walking around, I don't necessarily notice me walking around. It's not something I really pay attention to. It's just natural at this point. So like, I'm really focused on saying what I got to say. But it's something I do enjoy though. So it is interesting. But yeah. Dang. I think I've been talking straight and not really breathing because I've been just straight up going. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video for the most part. I really did have to address the fact that, yeah, this is kind of just what I do in my videos. I walk around in the circle and I talk. And hey, it's unique. You don't get this with all the other sports channels on YouTube. You don't get this. You're going to get the breakdown. You're going to get the analysis. But you're not going to get somebody hyped and running around like, yo, did you see that, bro? This guy caught that. Did you see that pick? Did you see this man rush the... You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. You'll get that excitement. Like if somebody's sitting down, you're definitely going to get the excitement. But you're not going to get that level of hypeness that you can get if somebody's saying this to you and expressing their emotions while running around. So it's kind of unique to me. It's kind of different. I enjoy it. I don't really notice it. It's just a habit at this point. I'm used to it. Whenever I turn on the camera, I'm ready to walk. And at this point, my legs just go as long as I'm making this video. But yeah, that's really all I got to say. That's really all I got for this one. I might discuss this again at some point in the future, probably add something extra in there if I do have anything to add. But for the most part, it's just a habit that I've been doing earlier on, like years ago, started doing it, and I've been doing it since. It was something I was doing off camera. Now I'm doing it on camera. It's just part of my life. I take something that's from my life and bring it into my videos. That's what makes this fun. And it's what makes this real. Something I do in my real life is something I'm bringing to camera now as a sports fan. So it's fun. But yeah, that's all I got. If I was to do another story time, maybe we might have to address this old buddy right here, this red hat that you always see in my videos, this classic red hat that I believe is a Phillies hat. I probably should talk about the story about getting that hat. But yeah, that's for another day. Anyway, that's all I got. I've been talking for like 12, 13 minutes. It's been fun. But yeah, I should go get some water because like I've been talking nonstop without anything to drink. And I just didn't think of drinking some water before I started because I did not know how long I was going to talk. But yeah, that's really all I got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here, man.